Good morning, YouTubers. This is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. So since it's cloudy out today here in Texas, kind of a dim, dreary day, I decided it was a great day to put some pinto beans in a crock pot and make some Mexican cornbread to go with it. So I've already rinsed and drained my beans and then added water to them. Then I added a pork ham hock that I was given from Montana for some of my relatives. So I think these beans are going to be really good. I'll wait till a little bit later and I'll put some salt and pepper and some seasonings in them. But I was going to let you guys watch me make my Mexican cornbread. So that'll be in the next clip. Okay, I'm going to make some Mexican cornbread. I'm going to do it with a packaged cornbread, but of course you can do homemade, and I have done that in the past. But for today, we're doing this. So 1 package of this. We're going to do 2/3 cup of milk. That's what the package calls for. And 1 egg. Okay, I'm going to do 1/2 cup of ground beef, which I have already browned. And I didn't have an onion, so I improvised and I used a little bit of green onion. It's maybe a 1/4 cup in place of onion. Now, Mexican cornbread is one of those things that comes out different every time I make it. I didn't have a jalapeno, so I'm going to use some mild ground chilies. Of course, if you like your stuff hot, use some jalapenos, use some of those Carolina Reapers or whatever it is you like, but I like mine on the mild side. And since it's a small batch, I'm only going to do about 1/2 of this can of corn. And then I'm going to mix it up. Now, occasionally you might want to add a little more moisture to it. And I'm just going to put it in like a long 9x11 or 9x13 pan, like you would make lasagna or stuff like that in. I'm going to grease the outside of it, put this in there, and cook it for the amount that the package says, which is 20 to 25 minutes. Of course, since you're adding extra stuff to it, you're probably going to cook it a little bit longer. And I forgot one thing. Very important part of Mexican cornbread: cheese. So just however much cheese you have, 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup. I'm just going to add that little bit right there. Okay, now I'm going to put that in my greased cookie sheet, cook it for 25 to 30 minutes until it's done. And then I'm going to eat this with some pinto beans. So I didn't have to add the hamburger meat, but I do like it in there, so I added that. You could also add a little bit of taco seasoning, which I might do that right after this. And I will try to take a picture of this to let you know what it looks like after it's baked. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, I went ahead and added some more seasonings and some more cheese to the Mexican cornbread. So there's some big chunks in there. Of course, they will melt down when they're baking. So the next step is to spray it, put your cornbread in the bowl, bake it at 400 for 25 to 30 minutes. I added just a little bit of time, so you're going to watch it real close. Make sure you don't overcook it, but it looks like it's going to come out really good. And that taco seasoning and other seasonings that I added to it is going to make it really, really good. So now, this is a small batch. If you were making this for a bigger family, obviously you would want to double it. That's what it looks like before it's baked, and I'll show you a picture of it after it's baked. All right. There it is, guys. Pinto beans with a little bit of ham on the side and some jalapeno cornbread. That's what's for dinner tonight here in Texas. It's a little rainy and dreary. I decided to make a hot, warm you up from the inside kind of meal. And here is the end result. Pinto beans, Mexican cornbread, and some of the ham that we cooked inside of it. All right, this is what I cooked today. Have a good evening, YouTubers.